So today we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark's future and why I think she's going to be the first woman to win 5 WNBA MVPs and 6 WNBA championships. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
So, hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so with the notification bell when you do, so you get notified of our next video and you make Rob happy. Because when we don't have a lot of new subscribers, Rob's week is ruined. So,
what can I do?
Right. So, Rob, I think we've been very objective about Caitlin Clark. I don't think we've overrated her, and I don't think we've also had predictions that fell short. In fact, we were right on the money in our first couple videos that we did for her. We said they would make the playoffs, the Indiana Fever, and that's all we said. We didn't say they'd go anywhere. We said that Caitlin Clark would not win the MVP. Caitlin Clark would make first team All-Pro. I predicted she would average 20 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. Rob predicted 20 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. Either way, we're really very close to that. She had 19.2. She had 8.6 assists, and she also had 5.6 rebounds. Really close, almost identical to what she got. So I don't think we overrated her. She got 4th in the MVP voting. She made first team All-Pro, and she didn't win the MVP. So it's hard to say that we were like fans or stands that they call stands. We were realistic. You might think I am now at the making of this video, but I will even say right now, I still don't think she's the best player in the league. I think she's probably around 4th, maybe 3rd, if you want to say she's good as Brandon Stewart. I don't think she's as good as Nafisa Collier or Asia Wilson because of her defense, a little bit because of the turnovers, more because of her defense. Rob, what do you think?
Yeah, she's still, she's not the best player in the league yet. That's why she's working on her game, because she knows it. She's not just settling saying, okay, well, I'm going to stay at this level. So she's working on it, which is good. It's kind of incentive for her. Those other players you mentioned are definitely ahead of her, but she's going to climb ahead of them.
Right. And just so you know, even though I don't think she is at this very moment, I think it's going to be very soon that she is. I think it's very close as it is. And I think this year she will become the best player in the WNBA. It's only a question of when. Game 20, I don't know, game 30, 40, she will be, and I think she'll win the MVP this year. I think the Fever are going to win their first championship since 2016, and Caitlin Clark will win her first championship, other than gold medals she won in 3 Junior Olympics on the national team. So, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. First of all, if the Caitlin Clark fans who think she's the best player right now, you're entitled to that opinion. I will say that I think she is the best point guard in the league and the best offensive player in the league, and she makes players around her better than anyone by a large margin in WNBA history, not just currently. And I think she will go down as the best point guard and all that in history and all that kind of stuff. And I think she's going to go down as the best player in WNBA history within 10 or 12 years from now. And one of the reasons is because she will get some championships now too, because she's attracting free agents. But in terms of being the best player, she will, because she wants to be, and she's got that talent. She's got that unique ability to make everyone else around her better, because she's the best passer in the history of the WNBA.
Well, Mark, I think the stretch is a little long for 6 titles, and also with 5 MVPs, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's because we got a group of sophomores in college coming in, and we got some great players, sophomore and freshman players coming in. And with the title, unlike with the men's basketball, the women's titles are hard to go like back to back, and she'll win some titles, but 6 I'm not really sure of. But it's really hard in the women's sports. As you saw last year, the Aces weren't even there. They didn't make it. It was the Liberty came back. They won a championship. So, I don't think there's going to be like any kind of like the Fever will be like the dynasty, even though she's going to attract free agents. I don't think there's going to be any kind of like dynasty where they'll go back to back, or in the 5 or 6 years they'll win 4 or 3 out of the championships. And that's
okay.
This is so hard. It's very hard to win, as you know, to win a championship in any sport.
Right. And unless she has a freak injury, because nowadays they can recover from almost anything because medicine has progressed. But unless she has a freak injury, I think she'll have a long career, and I think she will get all of this. And let me pull up like what she's up against now in terms of what other people have had. On the bottom, you can see that Rebecca Brunson has 5 WNBA championships. Maya Moore has 4. Cheryl Sweeps has 4. Tina Thompson 4. Cynthia Cooper 4. And Cynthia Cooper did that in 4 years. Of course, it was different back then. She only played 4+ seasons. It's Sue Bird has 4. For MVPs, Lisa Leslie has 3. Asia Wilson has 3. She just got her 3rd one. She won that before the season started. And Cheryl Swoops has 3, and Lauren Jackson has 3. So here's my feeling. I think Asia Wilson's in her prime. I think Brianna Stewart is going downhill from here. I don't think she's washed up or anything. I just don't think she'll win any more MVPs. Asia Wilson will win some more MVPs in the next 5 years, but only one. Caitlin Clark will win probably the rest of those. That's my feeling. So Asia Wilson's going to get her 4th one. She might be the first one to win 4. But I think Caitlin Clark is eventually going to win 5 MVPs, and she's going to dominate the MVP race. I think Juju Watkins eventually is going to come in and win some MVPs. So that's an example of what Rob said. These young players coming in, and they're going to give Caitlin Clark competition. But Caitlin Clark's ability to make her teammates better is going to give her a huge advantage in MVPs, even though traditionally the forwards and the centers have been getting the MVPs. Only like Diana Taurasi and Cynthia Cooper that were guards have got MVPs in the past. I think the WNBA is going to change, Rob, in the next decade in terms of the guards having more influence on the game than traditionally have.
Oh, definitely. That's what I'm saying. The guard play is going to be, as it has in the NBA, it's going to start taking over the WNBA. The forwards are still going to be strong. That's a very strong aspect of the women's game. But I think the guards are going to start coming in there, and with the assist. And Caitlin Clark has set the precedent for that. I think she will, like you said, she'll start the precedent for that. And things are going to change. And it's going to be, and like I said, it's going to be exciting basketball. WNBA is going to be really exciting if they do what they're supposed to do and follow and change the way they are. It's a big if.
I think there's 2 ways that's going to happen, Rob. One is they start calling the game tighter and start calling fouls that are actually fouls. So this physicality thing that they're so proud of goes away, because those are really fouls that aren't being called fouls. That's what their definition of physicality is. If they do, they'll be less physical, and the athletic guards will start to dominate more than the bigs underneath the basket. And that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. I think Caitlin Clark is going to win championships with her up-tempo style of play, and I think other teams are going to copy her. And I think the league is going to change over the next dozen years. I'm not saying it's going to happen all this year. I'm saying over the next 12 years. Can you see that happening, Rob?
Oh, yeah, it's going to change. Like I said, it's definitely the aspect of the pounded inside basketball has gone the way of the dinosaur. That's why we call it dinosaur basketball. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a different aspect, and Caitlin Clark's going to be the front runner of this new way of playing basketball, and hopefully, like I said, with the league changing the rules with the refereeing and maybe making calls for Caitlin Clark, not just Caitlin Clark. I mean, it'll be like you said, with Hidalgo's in there, she drives to the hoop, and hopefully, they're going to call the fouls, but just have to change their game. Otherwise, like we mentioned, maybe Caitlin Clark would get frustrated and form their own league.
Right. Well, here's the thing, Rob. People said nobody wanted to play with the Fever, supposedly, which was just made up by Hatelands. But it was obvious that a lot of people want to play with the Fever because of Caitlin Clark. So that's going to draw, including Rob. Yeah, Rob, we're not for that transgender thing.
Oh well.
I draw my line. I draw my line.
I can't. Well, Mark, I can't run up and down the court anyway, so I'll just stay at the end when they. Hey, you guys come back.
Dunk, Rob? You still dunk?
No, maybe can touch the rim, maybe.
Touch the rim. All right, Rob used to be able to dunk. He's 6'2", or he was 6'2". And anyway, I think that's going to give Caitlin Clark a huge advantage. I think all the free agents are going to be clamoring to play with her, and that's why she's going to win so many championships. And I can see, unless she has a really short career, I don't know, she might want to have 2 kids. I don't know. She might have a serious injury, which I don't think is going to happen. Because like modern science, like I said. So I think she's going to have a very long career. I think she's so competitive. Unless she retires early and picks up golf, because I know she likes golf. First woman to win 6 championships and the first woman to win 5 WNBA MVPs. Again, I think Asia Wilson will be the first to win 4, because I think in the next 5 years, she's going to sneak in and win one of those, because I think she's, the best player.
Here's my devil's advocate about winning the titles also. Is she going to stay with the Fever? It seems like most of the players who've won championships have not, besides Michael Jordan, have not really stayed with the same team. They've gone on to LeBron James. They've gone on to go to try to.
Diana Taurasi, Rob, 20 years at the Phoenix.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe it's a bit easier with the women's game, but who knows who she's going to stay with the Fever?
Well, I don't, but if they just got a new president, a new GM, a new coach, Rob, and that is, to me at least, right now, I know it's rose-colored glasses and all like that. Right now, they look like that's a great group, a great organization, great administration. So as long as they have that, and the owner was smart enough to change after last year, after Herb Simon could see it was a disaster with Christy Sides and Lynn Dunn. So I think this is a very new organization, and I don't think they're going anywhere very soon. So I think as long as that happens, Caitlin Clark's going to stay with the Indiana Fever.
Okay.
And it's a good location for her.
Yeah, I was just throwing it out there just to be devil's advocate.
Right.
But it seems but it seems like, like I said, most players, they always they have to switch teams and to try to get that title, more titles.
But it won't matter, Rob, because they'll follow her there.
Oh, yeah. The people, I mean, she'll attract the free agents.
Right. I'm not saying she's going to win 12 MVPs in a row. So I'm not saying that.
She's the Pied Piper. She's now the Pied Piper of players. People want to play with her.
Right. Or 12 titles in a row. I'm not saying they're going to be better than the Celtics in the 60s, but they're going to be a dynasty. And she's going to be the best player in the league, and they're going to have the best team, and she's going to go down as the best player in the history of the WNBA. Because her unique ability to not only score, but also to be the best passer and make her teammates better, it's unbelievable, unique quality. And she's ultra competitive. That's why I think she will become the best player this year, because she'll improve on her defense because she wants to. And she's got a coach that can actually teach her how to be a better defensive player. So I'm willing to put that out there, Rob. I don't think it's 100% she's going to go down the best player of all time, but it's really close. It's really close.
Like you said, we'll see. But I think she can be that.
Right. So let us know what you think. Will Caitlin Clark be the first person to win 5 MVPs and the first one to win 6 championships? Will she go down, say, 12 years from now as the best player in WNBA history? Let us know what you think. If not, tell us why. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so and hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. And join us for our new show. It's called Caitlin Clark's Crossover. It's during our live shows on Monday and Thursday night. It goes from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern. Our live show is 6 to 8:30. That's on Monday except for major holidays. And Thursday, our live show is going to be from 5:30 to 7. And it's also going to be 5:30 to 6:30 is going to be Caitlin Clark's Crossover also. That's, again, obviously p.m. in Eastern time. So join us for those. If you haven't donated to our channel yet, please do so with the super chats and super thanks down below. And there's a link to PayPal. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.